Alright, so it looks like India Love was messing around with a married man. Now, apparently, there was a lady on TikTok, and she was explaining that when she was married, um, India Love was following her, like all her pictures, and at some point they end up meeting up. The lady, her husband, and India Love, and apparently, she came to find out that India was actually messing around with him. Now, she had more things to say about this whole situation, so we're gonna go right now and jump to it.
Alright guys, so I realized that I've been commenting a lot on the clips out there on the India hate, and I've been a part of it by kind of commenting about my experience with her, and a lot of you have asked me for story time, so I am going to share, and I genuinely don't want to share because I already moved away from LA. Like, I don't live in LA. I actually live in the Inland Empire now. And a lot of the people who are a part of my life now, they don't know about anything. Like, they don't know who I was married to. A lot of them don't even know I was married because I don't share that about me unless, like, we're really cool, then I'll share that. But people don't know I was married. They don't know who I was married to. They don't know how I grew up, where I grew up. They know I'm from LA, but they don't know, like, really what's up. But that's why I kind of hesitate to share. And I also don't want my ex to have, like, to get clout like that, like, for sleeping with India. So I never even blasted it. Like, even when it happened, like, I didn't go on social media and even, like, talk about it because I felt like it was gonna give him cool points, so I just didn't want to share that. But now that, so she actually has me blocked on Instagram after all this happened with my ex. Like, she blocked me on Instagram, so I don't really see her that much. Like, I used to see her a lot on Instagram. I don't know if it's because she blocked me that I don't really have to see her face, but now that I'm using TikTok more, I'm constantly, like, my feed is flooded with her, and I'm very much over it, but I'm disgusted every time I see her face. I'm like, ugh. And I hate when I see people say positive things about her because I know that she's not a good person. And then when I see everyone talking about her being a mean girl, like, I want to share what my experience has been with her because she very much is a disgusting person and she has a disgusting character. And I don't blame her fully. Like, I know that, my ex-husband is the one who I shared vows with, and he's the one who ultimately betrayed me. But the fact that she met me as his wife, followed me on Instagram, and then liked stories that I posted of me and him, like, waking up in bed together, me and him cooking breakfast together, me and him working out together, like, she would heart all those stories. She would even DM me and be like, y'all are so cute, and at that same time she was sleeping with him. Like, that's disgusting. Like, if you were my child and you were moving around like that, I would be so disappointed in you. And the fact that she's constantly bringing God into all things that she talks about is like, girl, God doesn't like ugly. Like, be who you say you are. If you're gonna be that girl, then be that girl fully. But when you're out here sleeping with a married man knowingly, you're not a good person. You're disgusting. You're not a role model. You are not a role model. And maybe she doesn't want to be a role model, and that's cool. She doesn't want to be a role model, but own your bullshit. Own it and just be who you are. But don't be fake. Don't sit up here and act like you're a victim. Don't talk about how you're a good woman, because you're really not. Your character is disgusting. Like, if I could just say one thing about her, I will say that her character is disgusting. So I will start by kind of going into it a little bit. So I married a up-and-coming LA rapper when he was already no longer up-and-coming. So he had a moment where he could potentially be super poppin'. I went to high school with YG. He was actually my freshman algebra class. And my ex was like his big homie. They both did a lot of the music, like around the Teach Me How to Dougie times, okay? Like 2010, 2012, 2015, like there was a huge movement in LA where like the people were pushing, I don't know if anybody knows about like pushes. So they were pushing the city rappers to be poppin', to be famous, maybe. My ex is dumb. He didn't like catch the wave, and YG did, right? So my ex kind of fell behind. Like he didn't get popping, like he didn't get signed, because he was dumb, like he was too busy breaking the law, you know. He was out here stealing and doing things that just got him in trouble, so he couldn't really do anything with that, right? So YG has a good big homie, or a little homie, but you know, now he's rich, so he's a big homie now. So YG reaches out to my ex. We're married. We were just married like for the first year, and he's like, hey bro, like, you know, if you're interested in being a writer for 400, like, I'll sign you. So I remember going with them to the meeting, and we go to YG's like his office, and he even tells my ex, like, he's like, you know, if you weren't married to Weezy, that's me. My name's Louisiana, but they call me Weezy. Like the blacks of LA call me Weezy. I'm half Cuban, half Mexican, by the way. So instead of calling me Louisiana, they call me Weezy. Louisiana's my actual name. So he's like, you know, honestly, like, I know you're married to Weezy, and I really believe that she's going to be able to, like, get you to deliver. Basically saying, like, the only reason why I'm signing you and I'm giving you this contract is because I know that she's a businesswoman, because I am a businesswoman. Like, I've been in corporate America for the last 15 years. I have a bachelor's in business. I get it, you know. So I get, like, if you sign a contract, you have to deliver. You have a binding contract. Like, you promised that you were going to bring something to the table. He's giving you money. There's something in exchange that you owe him. So boom, he ends up signing a contract with him, and he tells him, like, if it wasn't for her, I don't think I would sign you, because I feel like you're just too much on the streets. Like, your head's all over the place. You're not, like, you're a bullshit ass nigga. So whatever, boom, he gets signed. Then he's like, hey, like, let's celebrate this contract. Like, you know, you just got signed by 400. Like, you're gonna have access to 400's office. It has like a photo studio. Different artists are in there. There's like another girl that he was writing for too, but I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but whatever. So boom, like within a week, YG's hitting us up talking about, oh, let's go to Delilah's. It's Drake's favorite restaurant out here in LA. I want to treat you guys, like, to celebrate, you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. So mind you, at this time, I also have my ex-husband's, like, Instagram information, so I could go on his page, I could see his stories, his DMs, and all that stuff, right? So he posts stuff, and I noticed that India is in his stories. So I'm like, my heart was like, why is she checking for my man? Like, he's broke. Like, why are you even checking for him? He's not even, it's like, compared to what I believe that you're used to, like, I don't think that there should be anything here that you need, right? So whatever, she's like checking for him, and I promise you, like, I know this sounds crazy, but I even had a dream about her. Like, this is even before everything happened. Like, I had a dream that she was trying to be with my man, and I was like, what the hell? Like, why is this coming up for me, you know? So whatever, I just let it go. The day comes that we meet YG at Delilah's. You know, I'm cute, you know, I show up, I know how to put it together or whatever. So I pull up with my man, my ex or whatever, and then YG's there, and India's there too. And this is not a big party. This is like me, my ex, India, YG, and maybe like 3 other guys that I never even got introduced to. I think maybe they were just security, I don't know, but it was like that, right? So as soon as I see her, my heart drops. I'm like, why is she here? Like, I don't understand it. Like, she was just watching his stories, right? She's not part of us. Like, she didn't go to high school with us. Like, I know why I'm here. I'm his wife. I know why YG, like, I know YG since I was 14 years old. I don't know why she's here. Like, YG has a girl too. Like, I've met her. They live together. They have children together. So why is she here? I don't get it. Like, And then it makes me more insecure too, because like I showed up looking beautiful, but like she has like a fur coat on and she's looking like $1 million, you know. So I'm like, what the hell is she, why is she here? So he's like, come on, we're gonna walk in right through the back. And I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. So we walk into Delilah's through the back of the restaurant, like we're going through the kitchen, and like it's like everything, I'm pissed off. I'm like, I low-key want to be like, I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here, but I can't be that girl because this is business, you know. This is an industry that he's dreamed of being in, you know, and he's bringing me around because I'm his wife and he wants me to be confident and comfortable with what he's. This is part 2 of how India Love slept with my now ex-husband at the time, and she very much knew that he was my husband at the time. She knew me, she knew him, she was out with us both as a couple. So I want to make that very clear. I don't want to go back and forth about that. I know a lot of people were like, well, she didn't know, so it's not her fault. No, she knew. Okay, that's that. That's that. Let's stop there. Let's not go back and forth about it. Another thing I want to add is that this happened in 2021. 2021 is when she slept with my husband. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my story. Where it ended was that we walked into the restaurant, through the back of the restaurant. I'm thinking that this girl wants to sleep with my man. But then when we walk in, her and YG were in front of us, and then they started holding hands. So when they started holding hands, I was like, okay, cool. I guess she's not here for my man. Like, this is her man, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. That makes more sense, right? Because why would she want my man? So then we get to the restaurant, we sit down, and she sits across from me. She introduces herself, and then we start talking, and she asked me like how long I've been married to my ex-husband, where we met, where we're from, and also like where we live. Then she kind of shared a little bit about herself. Her main point and her reason for being there was because she wanted to get into the music industry, and YG has suggested that she meet with him, because that's usually how writers work. Writers, they meet with the artists that they're going to be working with and get a little bit of a gist of who they are, and then they're able to kind of like create their music and their persona, right, based on their persona. So boom, she tells me that, and I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. So we're there for like 2 hours, and I really get to know her. She really gets to know me. And then the night ends. Like I'm ready to go. I'm not trying to be out all night. So boom, we go home. Next morning I wake up. This girl added me on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we're friends, you know, that's cool. Me and my ex go to the gym. She's like sending messages like, oh, y'all are so cute, goals. We go to Vegas. He's being real weird with his phone, like just always on his phone, trying to get back to work. I'm like, why are you on your phone? He's like, I just want to go back to work. Like, I need to write for YG. Like, I need to make sure that like it's good business. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we get back home. For the next 4 weeks, like, he's always saying that he's working late. And that he also can't come home on those nights because YG lives too far, so it's making it real difficult. And also they are drinking and smoking, so you know, he just can't come home. I don't love that. I'm a little bit suspicious. When me and him are going to the gym, she's still like always on my stories, like looking at my stories. And I get it, like, we have our friends who are constantly looking at our stories because those are our friends, but like, why is she on my story? She's supposed to be like low-key kind of famous, you know. She's never on my story. She shouldn't be on my stories. Like, why is she so concerned with the things that we're doing? We're going to the mall. She's like always looking at us, just everything we do. She's just always watching my story, sending like little messages like, y'all are so cute, blah blah blah. So I'm like, I'm not buying it. Like, something about it is just wrong. So, and then he's always working late, and then every time he comes back home, like, he has like Balenciaga and Cartier, and I'm just like, you just got some money, and like, even the money that you got can't buy you all that, you know. So I don't get it, you know. So boom, I decided that I'm going to log into his iCloud through my iPad. So now I do that, and now I have access to all his like his messages. So he says he's gonna go to work, and I already copied his iCloud to my iPad. So as soon as he goes, I'm like looking through everything, and I'm like, oh my god, I was right. I looked at it, and he was sleeping with her. She was telling him like, oh, did you tell her you were going to YG's? Yeah, okay. Do you think she bought it? Yeah, okay, cool. How long are you gonna be here in? I'm about to put this on you. you need to leave her. You need to leave her. Just like things like that, you know, like just basically like she knew he was currently with me and he was lying to me to go to her. She was totally fine with that. And then she was just basically like, she was sleeping with him knowing that he's coming back home to his wife. So yeah, when I found that out, I had his location too. So me and my homegirl, my best friend, went out there to like just see the lady, see her. Nah, for real, I was gonna fight her. I was gonna fight her for sure. Like, I was so emotional and enraged that I know I was gonna fight her, even though I know that that's not the right thing to do. That I know that that's what would have happened if I saw her. So I followed his location, and it took me to like a big building, like condos or whatever, but it didn't tell me what apartment he was at. It just said that he was in there. So we stood out there for like 2 to 3 hours, and then my friend wanted to go get sprinkles. So to this day, like every time I see that cupcake, I think about how I sat outside of a complex waiting for my cheating husband to come out so I could fight the girl. So he never came out. We had to leave. I wasn't about to be sitting out there the whole time. On my way there, I told him, like, I'm on my way home. I know where you were at. I know what you've been doing. I know who you've been with. When you get back home, all your stuff is going to be bleached and burned. Our marriage is done. My whole world shattered. Like, all my dreams, like, I know if you've been married, then you know what it is. Like, when you're married, you plan for forever. Like, you plan a whole life together, and then when you are breaking up, it's like that future is over, you know. So you have to rethink everything, but obviously at the moment you're not rethinking everything. You just know that, like, the path that you thought you carved for yourself is like no longer the path that you're gonna take, you know. So I was like mourning the future that I created in my mind, you know. Like, I knew we were never gonna have children. I knew that I had to, I didn't even know how I was gonna tell. Look, I even get emotional thinking about it. I didn't even know how I was gonna tell my family that I made a mistake, you know, that I believed that I was more than mad at anybody, honestly. Even at that very moment, I knew that I was mad at myself for believing in somebody, believing in the wrong people, you know, and being so naive. Like, I realized how naive I was, because at the moment I genuinely believed that if you're good to people, they'll be good back to you, you know. So, and that's a pain that I carry with me for the rest of my life. Like, it's like a scar, you know, because I'm never gonna be that girl again. Like, I went in like so sweet, you know, and like now, like, every time I talk about it, it hurts me, you know. But it's not because I miss him, or it's not because I'm mad at her. It's because I'm sad for myself. Like, I'm sad that I was hurt like that, you know. I really feel like I didn't deserve that, you know. But again, I played myself. I believed in the wrong people. I fell in love with somebody's potential and not with their actual character, you know. And this is not to bash India, okay? This, again, I'm just here and to say this because I saw everything that's going on, and I wanted to share my experience. Like, this is my experience with her, you know. You guys could do whatever the hell you want with it. You could believe me. You don't have to believe me. I'm not gonna share who my ex-husband is. Like, and another thing too, I never shared I never shared that he slept with India because he wanted to be famous. You know, he wanted to be a rapper. So the minute that I associated him with her, he was gonna think he was dope, and he was gonna like And even her, she never really wanted to tie herself with him, because I'm sure now she thinks of him as weak as hell, you know. But yeah, that's my story, you know. And I did forgive him. Honestly, I did forgive him. And we worked on our marriage for about 5 months after that, but I never could forgive him. Like, I tried to forgive him, and we worked on it for a couple months, and I never could forgive him. Like, I never could love him the same. And I wanted to be an example for, like, my niece and everyone else in my family and my friends, that, like, when things don't go the right way or the way that you envisioned, it's okay to say that you were wrong. And you can always, like, again, I'm gonna cry, but, like, you can always just admit that you were wrong and just start from scratch, you know. It's cool. We all sometimes, like, shit hits the fan and you make a mess out of your life, but you start from scratch and you go right back at it.
You guys, so leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about what she was saying about India messing around with her husband, and I'll see you next time with another brand new video. Bye.